Hey everyone, Tracey from NoPageLeftBlank.wordpress.com. It is FunkoHaul time, and it's a pretty big one again today. We've collected a large number of Funkos from EB Games, from Hot Topic, from, I think there might be a couple from Walmart, just all over the place. So it's a pretty big haul. There are actually some more eventually coming from Hot Topic. But I couldn't wait because I'm flying back out west soon, so I'll share these ones for now, I'll share those ones later. But the first thing I want to talk about today is basically some major complaints with Hot Topic. If you want to skip ahead to the actual Funko haul, go to this time. But I would appreciate it if you would stay and wait and listen to my complaints, because we've had a really frustrating time. Specifically, my husband has had a really frustrating time the past few weeks. So I want to share with you the experience that he has had, because it has been rather exhausting and frustrating, and basically has come to the point where he is refusing to order anything from Hot Topic anymore. So basically, the beginning of the story, I guess, is that anything we get from Hot Topic is ordered online, because we are in Canada and Hot Topics are very scarce in Canada, and the closest one to us is very far away. It's probably more than a 10-hour drive. So we order online. When you're ordering online from Canada to Hot Topic, everything is done through the States. So that's, right off the bat, that's kind of frustrating, because the shipping is outrageous and it's got to cross the border, so we often get duty charges and all that kind of thing. But that's a separate issue. That's just everyday frustrations. Hot Topic had a loyalty program. Recently, about a month ago, they did a big overhaul on their website and they completely changed their loyalty program. When they changed the program, my husband had earned a 15% off code because of being in the loyalty program. He had earned so many points, got this code. When they changed the program, that 15% code just vanished. Disappeared from his account. Basically, his account went blank, as though it had never existed. His loyalty points and so on, it was as though they hadn't existed, and that 15% off was gone. So he went through customer service. They did agree to honor the 15%, but in order to get it, he would have to place his order over the phone with them. This personally is my first issue, because there should be no good reason why they can't populate a one-time code for him to use on the website. That's my opinion. Just throwing that out there. So anyway, he did call them. He tried to place an order. He often places orders for me for Funko Pops, exclusives and whatnot. So he's trying to place this order. The guy he got on the phone that day was actually very helpful, very patient. It was a major process. They were on the phone for probably over an hour, in addition to, wait times and all that kind of thing. So that phone call was frustrating for my husband, but the guy he got was great to deal with. In the end, the order wouldn't go through properly, and they couldn't really figure out why. I think in the end it had something to do with items going out of stock as they were trying to order them, and something to do with shipping to Canada. The guy couldn't figure out why it wouldn't go through properly. So he ended up calling again the next day. So this is now 2 phone calls for this one order. There was a whole bunch more, they kept trying to put it through. Stuff, the original reason for the order was to try to get some Comic-Con exclusives. These were going out of stock as he was trying to place the order, because it was taking so long, there were so many issues. Eventually, the guy he was talking to offered free shipping for his trouble, but then that wouldn't go through, because their system wouldn't accept free shipping to Canada. So he ended up being escalated to somebody else. That girl was really good as well, and she got it all figured out. And eventually we had an order that was into the system. Okay, your order is in the system, free shipping and all that. Then days were going by. And if you've ever ordered anything from Hot Topic, basically you put in your order and then it's at least a day before you get your shipping notification. And if anything has gone out of stock while it was waiting to be shipped, you will get an email explaining what has gone out of stock. But days were going by. Days and days and days and days and days. He, at some point, placed a second order online, no phone calls. That one shipped almost immediately. So it was like, okay, what's going on with this order? This original order that I had to deal with you guys on the phone, what is happening? So he started emailing customer service. Customer service, basically, day after day after day, kept saying, oh, it's processing. And that was it. That's all they would say, oh, it's processing. And meanwhile, he had placed the second order, it was gone, it was shipped, it was on its way. So it's like, okay, wait, no, okay, this one worked fine when I did it online, but the one that I had to do through the phone and it had all these issues and I was on the phone for 2 days, that one still hasn't shipped. Stop telling me that it's processing, because it obviously is not. And a bunch of the stuff that he had ordered in that order was going out of stock because it was hanging in limbo, nothing was happening to it. Basically, it just kept going on from there. Every time he emailed them, they just said it was processing. Meanwhile, this other one was on the way, stuff was going out of stock. It was like, okay, what the hell is going on? So eventually, my husband took to Facebook, to their Hot Topics profile, public profile, and he started making the comments right on their profile. This is what's happening. My order is still not shipped. It's just hanging in limbo. Stuff is going out of stock. So they contacted him through Facebook. The girl that he got dealing through Facebook, she was pretty good as well. And there was all these issues. I'm not going to get it all right because it was just going on for ages and ages and ages. Eventually it was 3 weeks. And this order had still not shipped. It was still just hanging in limbo. And they were trying to work through it. Basically, this girl on Facebook was doing everything she could to figure out what the hell was going on. But it still wasn't shipping. So eventually, again, I'm probably missing some bits. There was a lot of nonsense. But eventually, it got shipped. But there was a bunch of stuff missing because it had all gone out of stock while this order was hanging in limbo. The girl on Facebook offered a bunch of loyalty points and some $5 rebates for the trouble. I believe there was a shipping, discount on shipping as well. So yeah, in the meantime, the second order that he had placed on the internet, right through the website without dealing anybody, that one arrived. We got that one. I'm going to be sharing those Funkos today. So it's like, okay, that one we're only just getting shipped after 3 weeks. This one arrived. He also placed a third order. That one went through and was shipped. But this is where it gets even more frustrating. Because after all that nonsense that he had dealt with, and again, there's other nonsense that I'm forgetting because he was the one dealing with it. But he placed an order for 3 Funkos and he used the $5 rebates that they had given him. One of those Funkos ended up going out of stock in the order process. So he had ordered it, it was off to the warehouse, one of those Funkos ended up being out of stock, so he got the email saying, you're not getting this one. But the refund was not correct. So this was the most recent thing. Was basically what happened is they gave him back, it was something like $3 for the Funko that he isn't getting. That is what he paid because of the $5 vouchers, but they didn't return the $5 vouchers. So basically, the long and short of it is, without going through all the math, the long and short of it is they offered these $5 vouchers as part of an apology for all the bullshit he had gone through. And then when he tried to use them, the item was out of stock and they refused to return them. So it's as though they never existed. And he argued on Facebook again with them pretty much all night, but it was a different person this time, and this particular person was not nearly as personable as the original one. And basically the end of the story is that we got one $5 voucher back, but they actually still owe us more. And his comments were pretty rude, and were basically, we've given you all this stuff already and we've reached our limit of what we can give you, and blah 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 blah. And from our side of things, it's like, okay, if you've reached your limit, fine, but stop screwing shit up then, because they keep every step of the way something else would screw up. And the original people that we had were very helpful and they did try their hardest, but every time they fixed something, something else screwed up. It took over 3 weeks for this one order to ship. A bunch of stuff went out of stock. They refused to give us the vouchers back, even though we have not now used them. They're just in the wind now. They're gone. And it's just been this extremely frustrating experience. And it's come to the point where my husband has basically said, I'm not dealing with them anymore. I don't care. It's just too frustrating. And it's kind of pathetic because in the past year we have spent a lot of money on Hot Topic. Mostly in Funko Pops because I'm sick. But we have spent quite a lot, several $100s at least, on Hot Topic. Much more than that probably. And in the end, this last customer service person we were talking to, his response was basically, well, we're sorry that you feel that way, bye. And I just felt that that was so pathetic for a customer service rep, because it's not like we were asking for anything outrageous. We were just asking for the rebate that we had been given back, because now it's gone. We were given that as an apology for previous screw-ups, and now it's gone because the thing we wanted went out of stock. And that's just flabbergasting to me that this rep we were talking to can't understand why that upsets us. And he even sent a breakdown to my husband of, here is our math on what the refund should be. And the breakdown that he gave us said exactly what we were trying to tell him, but he just, I guess, wasn't reading it. And I don't know. That's about as much as I can say. It's been an outrageously frustrating experience for my husband. He is completely over Hot Topic now, and they just don't seem to care that they are possibly losing hundreds of dollars of orders from the future, because we just can't be bothered to order from them anymore if this is going to be the kind of stuff we have to deal with. So yeah, that is basically our story, and it is not an isolated story. If you go to Hot Topic's Facebook page and look on the left side sidebar where people can post their own comments, there are reams of similar comments of people having issues with shipping and things going out of stock and not getting refunds properly and things not shipping properly and, you know, stuff hanging in limbo like ours did. There's just unbelievable amounts of comments. And then if you go and you Google issues with Hot Topic, you'll get ass loads more of them. So the world in general is just having an outrageous time with Hot Topic's online presence. And again, although we had some really great people in customer service at the beginning, and I really thank those people for helping us out, this most recent one has just been completely awful and has basically just given up on us and been like, okay, I don't care about your money anymore, see you later. It's not good. It's not good. So basically the end of the story is you will probably not be seeing any Hot Topic exclusives from me anymore after I have some to share with you today, and I'll have some to share with you next time because those orders haven't arrived yet. The original order and the most recent one, they're not here yet. But after those ones, you probably won't see any Hot Topic exclusives unless I can get my cousin in Ottawa to buy them from that store and ship them to me. You probably won't see any. And that makes me sad, because Hot Topic does occasionally have some awesome exclusives, but if this is the kind of bull that we're gonna have to deal with, just to place a normal order and, you know, get your money back that you are owed if something goes out of stock, we just won't be dealing with it. What can I say? So just out of curiosity, if you guys have had any kind of similar experience with Hot Topic, feel free to comment below. I would love to commiserate with you guys because it has just been ridiculous. Okay, so now that I've gotten through my big rant, and thank you to anybody that actually listened to it, it's time to actually get to the pops. And it's a pretty big haul today because I had gotten several orders from different places and just hadn't gotten around to doing a haul, so I have 44 pops today, plus 2 fabrications and 1 extra little thing that I'll show you just because I got it. Yeah, I know, I'm crazy. You can feel free to tell me how crazy I am. So let's get right into it. First thing I will show you is not affiliated with Funko in any way. I just thought I would show it to you while I'm doing this haul. A previous arcade block, we got a little stuffed scorpion from Mortal Kombat, and it was super cute, and my husband and I both loved it. You could have gotten Scorpion or Sub-Zero. When we were out at EB Games, we happened to find a box of these little plushies, so we picked up Sub-Zero. Because why not? Gotta have Sub-Zero and Scorpion. You got to. So I just thought I'd show you that. Isn't he cute? I love him. So the 2 fabrications that I have today are actually for my daughter, because they are things that she loves, but I thought I may as well share them while I'm doing a big Funko haul because they are from Funko. So we have Groot. And he's pretty cute. He looks like corduroy. I don't know if you guys can tell from the video, but he looks like he's made out of corduroy. But he's super cute, and I love him. I think he's adorable. My daughter loves Guardians of the Galaxy. Her favorite is Rocket, but Groot is awesome too. So there is that. And we got her Raphael, because she loves Ninja Turtles, and Raph was her favorite turtle. For ages she said that Raph was her favorite turtle, but recently she's been saying it's Mikey, so we might have to get a Mikey too. But there's Raph. The turtle ones are super cute. They're holding their weapons and everything, and they're kind of, you know, they're the old kind of style Ninja Turtles. She watches the new cartoon, but she has watched the old one too, and super cute. Love them. So into the actual Funko Pops. These are going to be in no particular order based on when I bought them or where I bought them, because they're just kind of all over the place, so it's going to be completely random. First ones I will show you. If you watched my enormous Funko haul way back last year. It was my big Christmas present for my husband. And if you watch that one, I got a bunch of Ninja Turtles and Bebop and Rocksteady and April O'Neil. The only ones left, not looking at like crazy exclusives that you could get at conventions and stuff like that. The main line, the only ones I were missing were Splinter and Shredder. And I said in that video I will find them. I didn't find them. My husband found them. But I've got them. They're there. They were the only two I was missing. And I was super excited to see that he found them. He found them on Indigo. Everybody sells Funkos. Bookstores are selling Funkos. So anyway, let's take a look at them. So there they are. The old school Ninja Turtle style, of course. Splinter's got his little walking stick, and Shredder, of course, is all decked out in his cheese grater gear. They're super cute, and I love them. Paint jobs are great, don't see really any problems. There's a tiny little smudge on one of Shredder's eyes, but other than that, they are awesome, and they complete my line, so that is great. Love them. Next ones I will show you are from my husband's list of pop culture fandoms, but I love the movie as well. It is an awesome movie, and if you haven't seen it, you absolutely should. It is Big Trouble in Little China. He got Jack Burton, Lopan, and Gracie Law for me. They're really cool, nice, well done pops. I love them. You can also get the 3 Storms, but we didn't get those yet. And if you don't know what the 3 Storms are, go watch the movie. It is an awesome movie. So there is Jack Burton. And you guys know I'm not a big fan of the plain human character pops because usually there's not enough special about them that once they're in the box you can't really tell who they are half the time. This guy, if you've seen the movie, you know exactly, with the mullet and the design on his shirt. Like, if you've seen the movie, you know immediately who this is. So I really appreciate the fact that, you know, he has the exact design on his shirt and everything. And the friggin' hair is awesome. So he's pretty sweet. And Lopan is the bad guy. And he's a really well done pop as well. If you've seen the movie, you know this is perfect. I love how he has the 2 fingers up like that. I love it. That's perfect. Perfect. And Gracie Law, of course, has the crazy big headdress, which is really well done. It's a really nice mold, and you know, all the makeup and everything, they did a good job of painting this one, so I'm really happy with these 3. They're well made, well painted, and you can tell a mile away who they are if you have seen the movie. And if you haven't seen the movie, go see it. Go see it. Go see it. Go see it. Got a couple of new horror pops. The first one I will show you is Alien, and I also have a Hot Topic exclusive clear Predator, which is so cool. I have the original Predator, I believe I showed in a previous Funko haul. I hope I showed it in a previous Funko haul. It's getting hard to keep track of them. So there is the Predator. He is obviously a very unique mold with the big head and the stuff coming out of his back and a tail and the little extra mouth coming out there. Very well done. Obviously not a complicated paint job. He's mostly dark grayish black, so, but very well done on the mold. Lots of little details all in, all like the ribs and stuff, and very well done. And there is the Predator, who is the identical mold of the other Predator, but he is clear, and hopefully you guys can see he's splattered with the green blood. It's really awesome. I hope you guys can tell from the video because it is really cool looking. I love him. He's super awesome. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. Me and my father used to watch it constantly. It's one of the only movies that my father would continuously rewatch. So I watched this a lot as a kid. I watched it many times as an adult as well. Love Predator. He is awesome. Then I have this little cutie. Technically a horror movie. Gizmo is adorable, but it is a horror movie, so I do consider him to be part of the horror line. You can also get Spike, so hopefully I'll find him at some point as well. And here he is! Isn't he adorable? I love him. They got the nice big ears on him, and he's just super cute. There's not a whole lot that you can say about him. The paint job is well done. There's a little bit of a smudge on the front of him there. There seems to be smudges on a lot of them, but what can you do? But he is super cute. Super adorable. I hope I can find a Spike to stand with him. And we also have a Reagan from The Exorcist, and she is interesting to look at. She is disgusting. So she is in her night dress, of course, and she's got all kinds of slashes across her face, and she's all pale and gross looking, and she is splattered with pea soup, because of course she is. Really nicely done. It's just very disgusting. Love it. She goes very nicely with all the other horror characters. It's too bad I didn't have her out for Halloween. I lined all my horror Funkos going up the stairs so that the kids could see them as they came in for their candy. So it's too bad I didn't have her then, but she is super awesome. Super gross. Love it. And these ones are technically from a horror movie as well, although it's more silly than horror. It's a new line. It is Rocky Horror Picture Show. And there's a lot more of them than this. Not a lot more, there's a couple more of them than this. But we got the coolest ones. My husband picked out the ones that he thought were the really recognizable cool characters. So let's take a look. So obviously we've got Dr. Frankenfurter, the sweet transvestite. If you have never seen Rocky Horror Picture Show, you probably think I'm nuts right now. But you gotta see it. You either love it or you hate it. Personally, I love it. So, there you go. He is just frightening. Looks just like Tim Curry. And I love the big lips. You know, most Funkos don't even have mouths, but he's got big red lips and eyeshadow and underwear and everything. It is great. There's no way in hell that you could mistake this pop for anybody else. For sure. I love him. If I only had him, I would be okay with that. But obviously I want the whole line. So we also have Columbia in her little gold kind of rainbowy setup. Columbia was probably my second favorite character in that movie, although I hated her singing voice. Her singing voice made me want to drill a hole through my head. But I always liked her. She's pretty cool. Very distinctive as well. I don't think there's many other pop culture characters that you could possibly mistake her for. Very nice. I like the hat and everything. It's really well done. And of course, Riff Raff and Magenta, the Help. And Riff Raff is kind of spattered in blood there, and I love how his face is all gaunt. Like, usually the Funkos obviously are just the round face, they all kind of have the same head mold, but he's all gaunt and skeletal looking. And Magenta has the big hair and the maid outfit, and she's holding a little feather duster, and they're very well done. I find you couldn't possibly mistake these characters for anybody else, so I really like these ones, and I will finish the line at some point. I could have finished it when I was at EB Games last week, but I bought some other stuff instead, so there you go. Got two Marvel ones for you today. I had previously gotten all of the Avengers line, plus the Hulkbuster that came in my collector core. My husband picked up Black Widow for me, and recently Scarlet Witch, who was delayed for some reason. I still don't understand why all the other ones were made except Scarlet Witch was held back. But got her now. And there she is, bobblehead of course, and she's in the pose, two hands out, throwing out some mental energy. There's not a whole lot you can say. There is some good detail in the outfit, her necklaces and so on. But other than that, she's fairly plain for an Avenger, because she just wears normal clothes and everything. She's not in a costume or anything. So, but she is pretty cute, and there's no flaws that I can see in the paint job or anything. She's even got the rings on her hands. You probably can't tell from the video, but it's pretty good. I like it. And the other one that I have is the Hot Topic exclusive Hulk, as he is being controlled by Scarlet Witch. Pretty cool. He's all pale with the big red eyes and everything. So there you go. Bubblehead as well, and he is basically the identical mold to the Age of Ultron version of Hulk, but he's pale, he's all drained out, and he's got the big red circles around his eyes. So as he's being mind controlled. Pretty cool. I'll have to stand him next to Hulkbuster. And I actually have one more Marvel pop that I forgot. There are way too many versions of Baby Potted Groot. Just gonna throw that out there. There doesn't need to be 8 million versions of him. But I wanted to pick this one up because it's adorable as a Christmas decoration. It's Holiday Dancing Groot. And he's in a little green pot with a red bow around it. There you go. My daughter wanted him, and if I'm being honest, I wanted him too. So, again, there are way too many versions of this little guy, but I liked the little holiday one, so can't hurt to have two. Right? He's adorable. Okay, sorry, one more Marvel one. It's hard to look at them all, and they're all mixed up because I didn't have time to at the time. I have another Hot Topic exclusive. It is Loki, and he's all black and white. So there you go, there he is. He is, again, basically the identical mold of the original one, except he's black and white. And he's very bobbly. Excellent paint job, because how could they screw up black and white? But yeah, so there he is. I love my Marvel Pops. I could have like 1 million Marvel Pops. I could have 1 million Lokis because I love Loki. Okay, I've got a couple of Star Wars ones. I saw these two guys about 1 million times and never picked them up, and then finally was like, okay, I'm gonna pick them up. They are EB Games exclusives. It is the Hoth versions of Han and Chewie from Empire Strikes Back, obviously. They are all, Han's all dressed up in his Hoth outfit, and Chewie is full of snow. Again, I saw them 1 billion times and just never picked them up, but I finally decided, yeah, I'm getting them. So there you go, they are on their little Star Wars stands, and then they are bobbleheads as well. I like Han. Unfortunately, he does have a few little paint imperfections on his face and the like, but I do like, they did a good job on the outfit, the Hoth outfit, and he's got his blaster and everything. And Chewie is adorable. He is similar, not identical to the other Chewie mold, but similar. And he's got his crossbow, and he's all full of snow. You can see snow in his fur there on his head. And just really cute idea for an EB Games exclusive. saw these guys for ages and just finally decided, yeah, okay, I want them. So, there you go. And I have a Force Awakens one that my husband found on Hot Topic. I got the original version of Rey, which is actually significantly different, and this is the exclusive one. If you can see on the box there, that's the original Rey. She doesn't have anything on her head and she's holding a staff, but this version, she's got her head all wrapped up and she's wearing goggles and she's got a blaster, and the outfit is a little bit different as well, I believe. Similar but a little bit different. So she is pretty cool. I feel, without knowing anything about the movie yet, that I'm going to like Rey as a character. She just, so far, I feel like I'm going to like her. So it's pretty cool that I have the exclusive version of her. A couple of Harry Potter ones as well. My husband picked me up the Hot Topic exclusive pre-order, so it's not really an exclusive, but exclusive pre-order, of Harry Potter in his Quidditch outfit, which I was hoping for. I was hoping to track this down because some other people I knew on YouTube had gotten it. And I think he's really well done. So he's got his Quidditch robes, and he's holding his Nimbus 2000, and he's got the snitch in his hand there. And there's even, I don't know if you guys can tell, but the Gryffindor symbol is on his robes there. So he's pretty cool, and he's significantly different from the original one where he's just standing there holding his wand, and I actually have the one where he's holding Gryffindor's sword instead, so very nice. I like it a lot. There's a strange, it's like he's got something loose in his head. But he looks good anyway. Whatever that is, it's not detracting from the design. So. And I decided to pick up Dumbledore and Voldemort because, yeah, had to do it. Had to do it. So there they are. You can't say a whole lot about Voldemort because, you know, he's just got the white head and the dark eyes and the black robe, but you can obviously tell exactly who he is. And he's holding his wand, and he looks almost confused. Do you guys find? I find he looks confused. But he's cool, he's got the big grumpy frown, and most Funkos just have the little tiny triangular nose. He's got the two slits, obviously, because he's like a snake. So he's pretty sweet. And Dumbledore's robes are awesome. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there is like a design all through the robes cut in there. It's very nicely done. I really like it. And he's just standing there all wise with his bifocals, and good job on the beard and the hair and everything. Just very nice. I like it a lot. And of course, I had to have these two guys to go with my two versions of Harry Potter and my big Hagrid, because they're awesome. My previous Funko haul, I showed some Star Trek Next Generation pops that I had gotten. These are the only two I was missing, so I picked them up. My husband picked them up, sorry. He buys most of them, to be honest with you. So, Deanna Troi and the Borg are the two I was missing. So I now have a complete line for those. So there they are. Deanna's trademark pretty much is her hair, I guess. She's got the plain purple jumpsuit and purple eyeshadow, but if you are a Next Generation fan, you could probably pick her out pretty quickly. Other than that, she's fairly plain. She's probably the plainest of the line. The Borg is really cool. They did a good job on all the details on the uniform, and you know, everything looks all metallic and circuit boardy, and he's got the line in his back there. It's very nicely done. Really like that a lot. So these two finish off my Star Trek Next Generation line collection. I've got 2 more Batman pops. If you guys watch my videos, you know I have so many Batman pops now, and there's more coming. But never mind that. For now, we have the Hot Topic exclusive Arkham Asylum Batman, who is like all bluey, and the original line Batman Arkham Knight. So they are kind of similar. They're almost the same mold. The Knight is more detailed, and obviously the exclusive one is a different color. So let's take a look. So this is the Arkham Asylum exclusive one, all in blues. Pretty cool, looking angry as usual. And this is the Arkham Knight one. So it's a similar mold, like the faces look the same, but the Knight is more detailed as far as like the abs, and there's some marks on the side of the helmet and stuff. But so there you go, 2 more Batmen to add to an ever-growing collection. We're gonna need a big shelf just for the Batman stuff. These are a bunch of random kind of standalone ones. First one I will show you is the Hot Topic exclusive glow-in-the-dark Pumpkin King. Love Nightmare Before Christmas. I have some of the other ones. This guy is sweet. So from the beginning of the movie, obviously when Jack Skellington is dressed up as the Pumpkin King, he's got the pumpkin on his head and everything. We had him out for Halloween. Because I actually had him sitting around for a little while now. He is super well done, and I love the, you know, really skeletal stick hands, and just look at him. He's awesome. If you enjoy Nightmare Before Christmas, this is a really nice little pop. Excellent detail on the pants and everything. Really, really love this one. Another Hot Topic exclusive from Adventure Time. Haven't done an Adventure Time one in a while. This is Bimo Noir. So he's all black and white, and instead of the cutesy happy version of him, he's sad. There you go. Poor little Bimo is all sad and black and white. He wants to be in color. Bimo is so cute. I love him. And from the Borderlines franchise, we have an EB Games exclusive Mad Moxie. Husband stumbled across her, and she is basically an identical mold to the original one of the line, but she is wearing a red uniform instead of the purple one. And her makeup might be slightly different too, I'm not sure, because the other one is downstairs, but basically it's red instead of purple. So she's pretty cool. This one is not an exclusive in any way, it is just the first of a new line that I've gotten. My husband added him to an order since he was getting a bunch anyway. It's John Watson from Sherlock. I love Sherlock so much. I really do. I've been dying waiting for the new episodes to come out. And there he is there. Unfortunately, he is one of those characters that he's just such a plain human wearing normal clothes that out of the box you can hardly tell who he is. But I do like him anyway. One thing I will say about the Sherlock line, there are way too many versions of Sherlock. There's like, just on this box, there are 5 versions of Sherlock. That's not counting any exclusives people might be making. That's ridiculous for a line that is just plain human characters. That's way too many versions. But there is John Watson, so I will have to pick up one of the Sherlocks at some point so that they can be together. Then we have a New York Comic Con exclusive, limited edition as well. Really excited to have gotten this one. My husband found it and I was super excited to get it because it's one of those ones that I see online and think, I'm never gonna have that. But he managed to find one. It is Kratos. It is Poseidon's Rage Kratos, all in like clear blue. He's super cool. There he is. That's awesome. I've seen a few different pops that are in this like clear blue, but I really like the Kratos specifically because he still has the scar and everything. That's normally in red is in white on this one, and it just gives a really cool effect, I find. He's super sweet. Still, I don't know if you guys can see the scar across his eyebrow. He's awesome. I love him. So cool. So cool. And another EB Games exclusive that my husband found that I was super excited to get. Because I love Doctor Who and I have all the Doctor Who line basically now, but this one is an exclusive, a really different kind of one. It is a Dalek, but it is not any Dalek. It is Evolving Dalek Sec. So that is sweet. I love it. So instead of just the normal Dalek all closed up, this one is opened up so that you can see the Dalek inside, and it is Dalek Sec, of course. If you don't know who he is, you are not watching Doctor Who, and I shame you. Really nicely done. I love the Dalek design anyway for the pop, even though Daleks don't really fit into the pop design of, you know, big black eyes and such, but they did a really good job on the other one. And I love this one that's all opened up, you know, the panels are all opened up and you can see the Dalek inside. That's really cool. I really, really like this one, and it is going to look lovely next to the rest of my line. Okay, we're working our way down. I have a couple of Fallout ones. One is just the regular line, one is a New York Comic Con limited edition as with the Kratos. The original regular line one is a Brotherhood of Steel, who is actually very well done. I'll show you that in a second. And the other one is Power Armor Unmasked. He is the New York Comic Con exclusive limited edition one. He is pretty cool. I really like him. I have not played a huge amount of Fallout myself because it's one of those games that takes up so much time and I never seem to have the time to sit down and play it. But I can still appreciate the Funkos. This is the Brotherhood one, and as you can see there's like quite a bit of detail in the armor and the lines along his helmet and everything. Big ass gun. Very nice. And the Power Armor Unmasked one is basically the same body, but unmasked. So he's pretty awesome as well, and of course a New York Comic Con exclusive limited edition, so awesome. I'm going to have to try really hard to play the new Fallout because they are awesome games. They're just so involved and I never seem to have that kind of time, and I hate playing a little bit of a game like that and then not playing for days or weeks on end and then trying to get back into it. So, but I will try really hard. I have a month off at Christmas, so hopefully I can kick my husband off it maybe and get to play it myself. These next couple are a guilty pleasure. If you guys watched the Funko Pop tag video that I did for the Lawn Gnome had made the tag, one of the questions was, what line are you holding off on? Something like that. And what I said was that I was holding off on the Disney ones. You know, I had a couple of random Disney ones like Captain Jack Sparrow, but I was holding off on the Disney ones because there's so many of them and it's a slippery slope and I didn't want to basically spend all of the money. But I already spent all of the money, and my daughter picked a couple of these up and then I ended up buying them. So, this is the one my daughter picked up first. It's Rapunzel. I have actually watched this movie multiple times with her. It's a really cute movie. I really do like it. So I ended up buying it. And there she is with all of her hair and her cute little pink and purple outfit, and she's holding a paintbrush. I think it would have been cool if she was holding a frying pan, and you would understand if you've seen the movie, but that's probably some kind of an exclusive. It's probably up there. And she comes with a little teeny tiny Pascal, her little chameleon buddy. So my daughter picked this up and was like, "You're getting it." Basically, she basically kind of looked at me and was like, "You're getting this." So I gave in and I got it because I actually do really like this movie. It's a very cute Disney film, and yeah, there you go. I ended up getting it. And as we were wandering around the store, my daughter looked at the back of the box and was like, "Oh, there's only 2 in this line. You have to get Maximus too." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." And I didn't really think too much of it, but then she wandered over back to the pile of Funko Pops and found Maximus. So we ended up getting him too. I said, frig, there's only 2 in the line, I'll get them. So there is Maximus. And he looks like a little pony as a Funko Pop, but that's okay. He's cute. And he's the same size as Rapunzel. And he's got the royal symbol on his little, what do you call? Harness. And with the saddle and everything, and he's cute. And there was only 2 in the line, so I got them both. So that began what is probably going to end up being a slippery slope. I didn't go nuts or anything, but I did go back to EB Games a few days later because I had a car appointment and I was shopping around and I was like, I'm gonna get Ariel. But you guys will forgive me because Ariel was my princess. Every little girl who's into Disney has a favorite princess. Ariel was mine. I could sing every word of every song in that movie right now if you guys wanted me to. This was my princess, so I picked her up. They had the version of her in her cute little dress and the big bow from when she and Eric are going all about town. It's really cute. I really like it. I kind of hope that I'll be able to find the one where she's actually a mermaid and she's got the pink flower in her hair, because that is a little bit more of a recognizable one for me, but I love this one too. And unfortunately, now that I have her, I'm gonna have to get Ursula. I've never seen Ursula anywhere, so you guys can let me know if you know where I can get her. I have to have Ursula if I've got Ariel, right? Right? Okay, we're finally kind of getting down to the end. There's 6 left, and 3 of them are big ones. The other 5 all kind of go together, so I'm going to show you this one first. It is Alduin. Alduin. I never feel like I'm saying that right. But it is the big old dragon from Skyrim, and he's the only one I was missing. I showed in a previous Funko haul that we got. I think they were both in separate Funko hauls actually. We got the Dovahkiin, we got the Daedric Warrior. They were more from my husband than me because he's the Skyrim person, but they were really cool pops, and I said, well, we may as well get the dragon too. And he is heavy, guys. Let's take a look. Okay, the other 2 guys in the line were awesome, and this guy is really awesome as well. He has so much detail. He's all, like, you can see all the scales and bony wings and hooks on the ends of the wings and big ol' snout and red eyes, and he's just really nice. Like, He's all one color, so you can't really say anything about the paint job, but look at him, he is awesome. He's so spiky and scaly, and he is heavy. He is really freaking heavy. I really, really like him. I think he's the first of any kind of dragon that I have. I don't have any of the Game of Thrones dragons except for the little one that Daenerys is holding. So I think this is my first actual big Funko Pop dragon, and he's awesome. And the last 5 are all from the Bioshock universe. The first 2 are from the original Bioshock. I have a little sister and a big daddy. They are really cool. Bioshock was an awesome game. I didn't play straight through it, but my husband did. He played through all of them. And the original was very creepy and weird and different. Really cool game. So there is the little sister, all pale and ghastly looking with her cute little dress. And she's holding the little Eve syringe thing for your plasmids. I'm guessing that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it looks like with the little red vial there. So she's pretty creepy cute. The little sisters were very creepy cute to me. And there's the big daddy. He is cool. He's super heavy as well. And just a lot of detail on, you know, the cage in front of the face and all the eyes and the big drill and the pack on his back and the handle there, the valve, and just a super amount of detail on this guy, considering that he's basically just a giant armor. But he's awesome. Love it. And of course he protects the little sister. So. And the last 3 are from Bioshock Infinite, which I have not played at all. And my husband has told me that I am not allowed to have these unless I play the game. He's been bugging me to play for a while, basically because of the ending, which is apparently so crazy and flabbergasting and mind-exploding, and he wants to be able to talk to me about it, so I do have to play the game at some point, or else I guess he's gonna hide these on me. So we have Booker DeWitt with the Skyhook and Elizabeth, and I just picked those up the other day. There are 2 versions of Booker. One, he's got the shotgun, and I got the one with the Skyhook. They didn't actually have the one with the shotgun while I was at the store, but if they had had the 2 options, I would have picked this one anyway, because the Skyhook's just a little bit cooler. So there's Booker, looking all handsome and stylish. And he's got the Skyhook. And there's Elizabeth, looking very lovely with her cute little dress. And she's holding a bottle of, I'm guessing it's some kind of healing potion or something. Again, I didn't play the game, so don't yell at me. I will get to it at some point, seriously. Or else my husband will steal these back, so it's pretty cool. And I like Booker's got like the 5 o'clock shadow, if you guys can see. So those are super cool. And the one that goes with it, that is the big one, is the Songbird. So this is like the big daddy for that game, I guess. And this is the one that my husband picked up and said, you can't have it until you play the game. So I'm sharing it with you guys, and then apparently I can't have it until I play the game. There he is. Again, super heavy. Lots of detail. So it's like a big huge bird armor with big wings, and it's very steampunk looky. That sounded so stupid. But There he is. He's got great big claws, and you can see like the little gears, and just it's very nicely done for sure. And this is, I guess, that game's version of a Big Daddy, so I will definitely have to play it and check it out because this looks pretty awesome. So I want to know more about this thing. So there you go. That was my big ass Funko haul for today. They're usually so huge that it almost makes me feel bad about myself. But there you go for today. There will be another one coming next month because, as I said, we have actually several, the original Hot Topic order that was all screwed up, plus another one that was ordered after some of these, plus the one that we got screwed over on the rebate, plus I think there's another small one. There were multiple orders within all that mess. It was just ridiculous. But anyway, there's a whole bunch of stuff coming from Hot Topic that will be next month's Funko haul, and then chances are there won't be anything else from Hot Topic unless people want to buy it for me and ship it to me. But the website just, yeah, no. Anyway, I'm done with that conversation. That was my big Funko haul for today. 44 Funko Pops, 2 Funko fabrications, and 1 little Sub-Zero. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Comment down below on which ones you liked, which ones you'd like to see, all that kind of thing. And please keep coming back because I'm not going to stop collecting Funkos anytime soon. Bye.